Hey guys, welcome to the Reparenting Daily podcast, your daily guide for inner child healing. This podcast helps you establish a consistent reparenting routine, and it's divided into 3 sections. The first is a daily reading, the second is a discussion of that reading, followed by suggested journal prompts, and the last section is a peaceful meditation for closing. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from whenever and wherever you're joining us. I'm so glad that you could join us here on this journey of self-expansion and growth. If this is your first time, welcome. Now, before we dive in, I'd like to again remind us of the congratulations of passing the 500 episode marker. And as a celebration of that, I've opened up the Patreon community for free membership so that people can join our Zoom calls for free. There are a lot of people struggling out there. There's a lot going on. So I thought this could be a way to provide some help and, to give some thanks for all the support that I've received so far. You can also choose if you'd like to be a paid Patreon member, and that will help me to subsidize some of the costs and expenses that I have for this project. I'm still running this out of my own pocket, so it's about $2,000 to $5,000 a year that it costs me to produce this actually. So I'm not really making money from this. It's something that I'm doing for myself and hopefully to be able to help others. And so I'm coming from a genuine place here. The second thing that I'd like to remind you is that you can also find the Reparenting Daily Journal. You can purchase that on Amazon. It's another way to support the podcast. It's under $20. And it basically allows you to follow along with all of the monthly and weekly themes. It gives you space to keep your notes. And yeah, if you join the team or the Zoom calls, it might be a great way for us to all stay aligned and be working together. The last thing I'd like to give you a head up on is the Fairy Tales for Reparenting Daily series. As I mentioned earlier, I've had some editing issues with that because in the springtime, the end of spring, I did some reworking to structure those into certain themes. So like the beginning, middle, and end of the hero's journey. And in the midst of reorganizing and restructuring the stories and also upgrading the artwork, some of the text is a bit mixed and jumbled all over the place. Sorry about that. When I was in the editing phase for the first time, they did not send the proofread copies to the Netherlands, and so I had to work, around and trying to find a way to get the copy to edit, and it's just been a mess. So basically, that's going to take a little bit longer. I'm going to aim to have that done by the end of the year, but I have burned my eyes, so I am very limited. Excuse me, with what I can do and time I spent on the computer. And so I would have had that done much earlier. I would have liked to have that already done, but here we are. And so in any case, once that's available, again, I'll give you a heads up, but please do hold off on purchasing the Fairy Tales for Reparenting Daily for now. Or Fairy Tales for Reparenting series, not the Fairy Tales for Reparenting Daily. That's it today. So without further ado, let's dive into today's practice. Today's reading is a poem by Emily Dickinson. It's entitled Hope is the Thing with Feathers. And just as a reminder, we're in October, and the theme for this month is developing resilience and overcoming challenges. We're in week 3, which is October 15th until the 21st, and the theme is coping with failure and setbacks. Hope is a Thing with Feathers by Emily Dickinson. Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without words, and never stops at all. The sweetest in the gale is heard, and sore must be the storm that could abash the little bird that kept so many warm. I've heard it in the chillest land and on the strangest sea, yet never in extremity it asked a crumb of me. Thank you, and that's the reading for today. Welcome back. Emily Dickinson's timeless poem captures the essence of resilience through hope, that quiet, unbreakable force that lives inside the soul. Hope, she writes, is like a bird that never ceases to sing, even through storms and bitter wind. It doesn't demand or ask for anything in return. It simply is, a steady, enduring presence that keeps warmth alive in the coldest of seasons of life. This image of hope as a self-sustaining spirit within us mirrors the way resilience functions. Even when everything outside of us feels uncertain, something deep within continues to believe in renewal. In the context of developing resilience, the poem reminds us that setbacks and despair and hardship can never truly silence the human spirit's capacity to begin again. Resilience doesn't always roar. Sometimes it's a quiet song that hums beneath the pain. Dickinson's Little Bird is faith in motion, the part of us that refuses to die. No matter how fierce the storm, true strength isn't about overpowering hardship, but about enduring it without losing the melody. The more we nurture the inner song, the more we realize that resilience isn't something we must earn. It's something that has always lived inside us. From a reparenting perspective, this poem speaks directly to the part of you that once lost hope and safety, love, or possibility. As children, many of us learned to suppress hope because disappointment felt unbearable. Reparenting is a gentle act of inviting that little bird back. It's the moment when your adult self says to your inner child, you can believe again, it's safe now. Each time you choose to notice beauty, seek connection, or take another step despite fear, you are feeding that bird, not with crumbs, but with your faith, attention, and self-love. Hope is your birthright, even when it feels harsh or uncertain. The song is still there, soft, patient, and waiting to be heard. As we go into the journal prompts today, number 1, when in my life have I felt the little bird of hope still singing, even through pain or loss? Number 2, how can I nurture my hope today? Not by forcing positivity, but by noticing small signs of life, love, or possibility. And number 3, if I could speak to my inner child about hope, what would I tell them about the storms they survived and the warmth still within them? That's it for today. As always, thanks for being here. Take care of yourself, and please do be well. Welcome back. Welcome back. Now, this is the third and final section of the daily podcast. This is your silent meditation. Please go ahead and find a space where you can be comfortable and undisturbed, where you can relax and spend some time with yourself for this 10-minute silent meditation. You can choose to be sitting, standing, lying down, or in whatever position makes you comfortable today. Take a moment to simply be with yourself. Focus on your breath and gently connect with each part of your body. If thoughts arise, don't let them overwhelm you. Just observe them without attachment. Imagine them as leaves drifting down atop a river, passing by without needing your engagement. Stay present, grounded, and open to this moment, no matter what time you are listening and practicing this meditation. Namaste.